Hi, I'm Michele McLeod, and I'm going to talk to you about keeping the barrels up. There's some things that I see when horses are hitting barrels or riders are making their horses hit barrels, that there's a lot of things we can work on as the rider. So if you're hitting a barrel coming into the barrel, you need to look and see where you're focusing to start your turn. You're probably looking too soon or too close to the barrel, so you're going to need to put another focal point and try that. Another thing I see is we start anticipating hitting the barrel and we start leaning away from the barrel. That's a really, really bad habit, and we don't want to cross our rein over the neck, which would cause the horse to lean in even more. Also the same thing with the body position. I see we anticipate hitting a barrel, you'll see riders step away from the barrel, anticipating they're going to hit it. That will just make your horse step into the barrel and hit it even harder. So some of the suggestions or things that have worked for me is I get these big rig tires. The barrel fits perfectly in the middle of them. That gives you about this much room to practice at home to stay away from the barrel. And if you'll start loping circles around this at home, you'll naturally move yourself over without having to steer your horse. So I put these extra cones here. If you're hitting a barrel going in, you might need a little bit of room right here. If you need a little bit of more room, you can put another tire there, or just visually look to the side of the barrel, which will move you over. A lot of times we get a horse that works really well and will catch a barrel right here leaving, going to the next barrel. Most people try to then shape them too much, in my opinion, and get their nose when they start hitting barrels. I would suggest ride their hind end more, pick up their hind end with your outside foot and really pick up their belly, what I call. And if you're in this turn and that horse drops down and hits the barrel leaving, if you can pick their rib cage up and their belly up with your feet, you can get in here really tight and not hit the barrel. So it's just some things you have to work on slow at home. Make sure your horse is broke enough, able to move his rib cage around. Then when you come in that turn, you can go to your outside foot and push him around, and he won't hit the barrel. Same thing is if you come into a barrel and you're too tight, you can just lay your inside foot on him and he'll pick himself up and move around. So at the house, I do a lot of these circles. I'll get in here really small as I can without hitting the barrel, and lope these circles quite a bit to make sure that my horse is in the right position all the time. Now, it's tough on a horse to do that small of circles. So when they do it 2 or 3 times correct, I'll quit and give them a break. Because to be this small and gathered up, they're using their body as tightly as they can use it. So at first, you're not going to be able to do your circles this small. Work up towards that, and you'll see a big difference in that you won't hit barrels as much is if you can lope these really small circles at home and correct, then when you go faster, you'll be in a lot better situation. So just something to think about, something to try. It's worked really well for me on any aged horse, even if they're finished. I come back to this and I work on this to keep them tuned up well. So hopefully it can work for you.